Oh shit, we are live, man. We are live. What's up, T? What's going on, man?
Not much.
Nothing
Chilling.
much. Nothing much, man. All right. Well, it's been a minute. It's been definitely a minute for
For
since our
GunBuddies
last
Social.
land since our last roundtable. Shit. When was the last one was oh geez. Last one was
Gotta
too
be at
long.
least months.
Dude, February 16th, man.
Hmm.
Man, I'm sorry about that. I apologize. I apologize, man. Uh, well, we're not gonna. I guess we shouldn't focus on that. We should focus on what's going on. Like, I know the NRA show and down in Dallas is going on right now, and you know that.
I
Well,
don't
let me
care.
ask you. Yeah, let me ask you what your thoughts are of it, and because right now I'm a little confused. But
It ain't got shit to do with me, so it's like, I ain't tripping about it.
yeah, I mean, I'd like, I'm kind of how do you say? Let's be nice. I'm perplexed by the NRA currently, like you know, especially with some of the positions it's had, some of the quote unquote leadership
The
that is
NRA
within
is
it.
in quite a spot. You
You
got
know,
like they're under attack by anti-gunners, and like gun owners themselves aren't even really messing with the NRA like that.
yeah,
Like you see, Iraq veteran and military arms channel, they don't
yeah.
really like the NRA. Black people don't like the NRA. So
you know, but the thing is my thing is people are there. You know what I'm saying? My thing is boycott this shit because the show
because
also
they got guns there. They got a whole bunch of guns. No one's really
and
there for the NRA. They're
but
just
the,
there to
but
see a bunch of guns.
But if they say that the NRA, in my opinion, if the NRA is quote unquote now the lobbyist for the manufacturers, then why the fuck are we there? You know what I'm saying? Not we, because I'm not there. I'm not going because you know, I'm
I'm sure most of
standing.
us ain't going there.
So like military arms and etc. I know they're going there to protest. I don't know all the details of that, but like, even even if you put together like the concept of them inviting this, the asshat in chief, and then the other guy who's his running candidate, the VP, you know, they shall not be named, they're there. You know what I'm saying? It's kind of like, and we already know Trump is not pro-gun. Republicans are not pro-gun. You know what
Right.
I'm
They
saying?
just showed that shit because Democrats said they were
You know what
anti-gun.
I'm saying? It's lip service. As a the quote unquote liberal here, it's like told you so. You know what I'm saying? It's bullshit. So it's just
Uh,
it's just like in my opinion, it's like um, a horse and pony show. You know what I'm saying? Like it's really.
that's all it is.
I mean, I
Gun
don't.
sa- After that 8 years of Obama, gun sales being the way they were, they missed that. So they need to somehow recreate that.
Right, but they said, but remember, they were saying, how again, I didn't vote for Hillary. I'm not a Hillary supporter, but remember,
Why? What's wrong
Hillary
with Hillary?
Hillary was going to take your guns, right? And then you have Trump in office, and he's coming after,
He's actually trying to.
he's basically trying to suspend due process. You know, it's like it's just all kinds of shit, man. It's just the hypocrisy is just
Politics
I
for you,
can't
man.
keep track of it. I can't keep track of it. You know. But other than that, it's just I don't know anything about the speeches or anything that was said because it's just I've already given more than enough memory to the idiot. But um, I want to tell you that I am now a member at an outdoor range that is pretty liberal, man. We don't have that shit up this way, or at least as a city kid, it's a little it's
Boy,
weird. You know, it's crazy, man. It's
Yeah, I'm
crazy.
fucking with this plate carrier I just got though. I like it.
Yeah, man, it's nice.
Right here in the back. I found a new home for my ratchet belt. This, yeah. So I got on my war belt. My got my two mags. Uh, I believe in Daniel Defense. Got my two pistol. Got a D ring. Got my dump pouch. Got my big old medical pouch. But hey, it works out though because it's on the back out of the way.
Yeah,
And then I got my Safari Land 7TS holster
nice.
for my Glock 19, my dirty ass Enforce. And it's got the nub, so you know I got a little active retention.
Good, man.
That's it, bro.
That's what's
That's all
up.
I need. Short and simple. And this vest, you know, I got on the plate carrier is a lot lighter than I think the one that you got. The ones that you have to lift up and wrap coming back over.
I don't. So I don't have any. I don't have a plate carrier. All I have are chest rigs. I have 3 chest rigs.
See, I never got a chest rig because I was like, if I'm gonna carry something on my chest, you know, or at least in my car, like Jason was talking about having his in his car. I was like, I'm gonna want some kind of armor. So I was like, why not just get a plate carrier like this? That's small, lightweight, that just has plates, ammo, medical. That's it. You know, just leave it in my trunk.
Yeah.
And, you know. And then I got this beauty right here. You know. Yeah, I'm not, bro.
She's up and running. That's what's up.
Bro, this Surefire War. Look at this thing. This thing is dirty as hell. But
Yeah, man.
I basically shoot with this thing on most of the time, especially when I'm indoor, because that flash is like ridiculous.
Yeah, man. So you know, as I was saying, it again, it depends on. Well, there's a couple. What point should I start with first? As far as the war belt setup, that's wicked. I don't have a war belt.
We'll keep in the mail.
What is that? I can't see. Yeah, man.
Exactly. 500 rounds of 223, 500 rounds of 9 mil. Yeah.
Man, here, all over here. Shit. I got over there all kinds of stuff. But what was I saying?
Exactly.
Oh, yeah. So the war belt thing. So I don't currently have a war belt set up, mostly for, you know, for how I'm at, or at least I feel like I'm most likely in a scenario. Again, you don't get to choose your scenario.
Yeah.
Generally speaking, like how my EDC is most likely how I'm going to be. So I like to think I'd be prepared, generally prepared within the moment, be it on body or off body. So off body, you know, I have my what is known as Kanai. You've heard of Kanai. I have the Kanai backpack, and that's my off body setup. And then I have my on body setup where I carry my shit. So generally speaking,
like body armor in your backpack?
No, I don't have any body armor in the bag. Something is a consideration moving as far as probably like a soft plate, but right now it's basically, you know, um, I'm generally like most people. You know what I'm saying? It starts getting to a point, especially like if I have soft armor like that, then I may not always be in a situation where I'll be able to have a bag. You know what I'm saying? And then also it gets weird, with certain places that you go. But
I don't think they can notice if you have body armor in your backpack like that. Because I'm pretty.
No, it may. So, for example, it may get weird in this situation. For say, if I cross a state line, and say if I go into New Jersey, right? Not saying I don't know the laws in New Jersey, but the New Jersey may say you may not be able to have like hollow points. You can't have them outside your home or at a range or etc. It might be the same thing in New Jersey, And say if I have to go in Jersey and I have that in my bag, technically, it turns me into, you know what I'm saying? So there's like certain, You could take that's, but say if I have a job, so when I was working at the other company, say if I have to pick up, like there's been situations where I have to pick up something and take it to a tech and I have my bag with me, you know what I'm saying? Like there may be a situation of where like I may have to go somewhere and I may not have time to prepare,
Mm.
Same so that's it's it's something that I definitely should work on, and I absolutely I don't see it as a bad thing. As far as the war belt thing, like generally, I find my EDC to be adequate enough to be able to go to war to a degree. Not really, but
See, when
you know
people
what
say that, like, go to war, for me, go to war is someone
I'm
kicking in my door or me being in an active shooter situation. That's why it's go to war as I need, you know.
Um,
So that's why I went with the plate carrier with the plates in it instead of the war belt or just a chest rig. I want to just have the belt carry my ammo when I can just get this. No, I got protection. I got something to, I guess, to sustain in the fight.
mhm.
With ammunition. I got medical, so I got everything I need right in one quick package. Throw it in my head, two buckles, good to go. And I got everything right here. No, I could even have like a little holster on the front somewhere if I wanted to for my pistol. But I was rocking it earlier with my appendix carry holster, and it's fine. So, in an emergency situation, I might just leave my appendix rig where it is and just.
So the only thing is again, we never get to choose our situation. So
Yeah, that's
the,
why I went with this. I guess it gives you the best
it's
fit.
always you're
Yeah.
you're absolutely. My feeling is where you're at currently is absolutely the way to go. Um, it's just a matter of right now. I'm trying to see if anybody else is looking because it says we have a viewer or something. So I want to make sure. I got to go back into the. Um,
Somebody viewing us.
yeah, I don't know because so I'm still getting the whole layout. It's been a minute, man, since we since
Yeah, are you
we.
on the? I don't have my laptop set up so I can see who's on Facebook page.
I'm opening up the page. I just got to pause it real quick on the. We'll pause
Yeah,
it.
are you on the? I don't have my laptop set up so I can.
All right, so let's just see if the chat's going.
Look at that. That's from the lens of my weapon light.
Robert Wicks is
Baby
on.
boy. Looks like I wiped his ass.
Trusting a politician is like trusting bridge salesman from the New York City.
Who
Yeah,
said that?
Robert Wicks.
Hey, Robert. There he is. Old faithful.
Yeah. Thanks for joining us, man. Um, so okay, yeah, for the plate carrier thing, it's definitely something that's on my list. It's something that I'm not like, as I told you before, like it's I need it, but I've been slacking because one, I feel like I don't know as much about it as I could currently. Like
I
I
mean,
feel like because like
how much do you think I know about this vest?
well,
You
I'm saying like from because I get really like
don't need to, bro. Listen, get you some plates,
I
get you some
see
ammo, and a
I'm
medical kit.
I'm
No,
not
you're overthinking it. Just that's it. You get
that's
that. Those three
it
things, spit it to you, and you're good.
is
It's,
good. So the reason why I overthink it is because this is what the saying is what's the most expensive way to buy a $400 chair? You know what the entire answer to that is? Have you ever heard that before?
no.
So the most expensive way to buy a $400 chair is to buy a $100 chair and find out that you should have bought a $200 chair. You buy a $200 chair, finding out that you should have bought a $300 chair, that you could have used the $300 chair, and then you find out that you should have just bought the $400 chair in the first place. So that's the most expensive way to buy a $400 chair. So you buy a $100, $200, and $300 chair.
So
You
what are
know
you
what
saying? You're gonna buy the best one out there?
No, what I'm saying is I'm really of the philosophy buy once, cry once. You know what I'm saying? Not saying that I won't be able to grow into something,
I mean, that's
but
what I mean. I spent $50 on this plate carrier at the Army Navy. Do that. Go to the Army Navy store, see what they got. They might have something that acts like, hey, it might surprise you like this did.
I'm saying, so for example, um, like, yes, I am overthinking it to a degree. But for example, like something like I think in concepts sometimes. So if I'm going for body armor, even if it's going to be something that I don't use all the time, there's a certain degree of like the concept of weight. How much do you think yours weighs by chance? How much is the plate alone? Each plate. Did they tell you the statistic on that? Or the
Uh,
specification?
I'll say each plate's probably about 10 pounds.
10 pounds. So that's 20 pounds plus mags, etc., etc. So if somebody like me,
That's
right,
it.
who definitely could work out a little bit, you know what I'm saying?
I mean, I don't work. I'm skinny, bro. I'm 5'9", 170.
You said what?
I'm 5'9". I'm 5'9", 170.
You're
You
taller than
know,
me. So I'm 5'7". I think I'm 170. So, you know. So first of all, I would say that especially like, for for my use, I'd be better off with if initially probably like something that is like, what is it? Who's the one who's been advertising on Facebook? Safe Vest or whatever. It's usually tied to the cops or whatever. Uh, what is it? I've been seeing them a lot.
wait, were you talking about
It's
medical kit?
No, I'm talking about a vest. It's a straight slick vest. It's similar to it is soft armor, but it has the ability to put in um, if you wanted to put in hard plates versus like a plate carrier. I forget what it is. I'll find it. Uh,
I
but
got a lot of shit in this one, but it works though. The
that's
only
nice,
thing
man.
I get most of it: the gauze, the bandages, of course, the gloves, the pin light, the triangle bandage. But I'm gonna have to get some training on that decompression needle. I get the concept of the decompression needle, but I have no idea how to use it. But yeah, man, like
It's good to have for
I
us.
like how it all. I like. I really understand the concept of all the pockets and the slots. It really holds everything together.
It's really so that's something that's great. Like again, without um, like a functioning society, that's that's the way to go.
Yeah, and this goes. And hey, for anyone watching, I know Robert Wicks is. I am a huge component of the rip away medical pouches, pouches or whatever. Doesn't necessarily have to be medical, but yes, because I got one on the back of my plate carrier. But you hook it up with these clamps. It helps. Goes on the back with the Velcro, so you just unclamp. Just rip that bitch off. And, I can use it, reach it with either hand on my back. I got one on my belt and on my vest. And I don't know if anyone watching, but you seen the post. I'm getting a medical kit for my pocket, an EDC one, like a little small one.
Hmm.
It's supposed to be like some kind of a law enforcement officer. I guess some shit they keep in their pocket. And I'm getting a vehicle medical kit. This one's like a bigger one. It's like a law enforcement patrol vehicle medical kit. I guess for like car crashes, burns, like a whole list of things. So yeah, I'm really investing in medical kits. So I got my guns. I got my guns, so like I'm good on that. So I've been getting training. Just going to range and trying to learn about other stuff outside of just buying the newest gun on the market.
Yeah, man, that's great. That you, you're basically, and as far as like the covering your bases, you're doing it. I mean, there's, it's not a bad thing. There's nothing to really say. I mean, it's awesome. I
Exactly.
just got
That's
to
why
get
I
my
was
shit
like,
together.
I thought you had a vest, but I guess that was just your chest rig. Yeah.
Mm-mm, just chest rigs, because I feel like, especially like again, like you were saying, as far as getting training, I don't know what the fuck I'm doing. I have no idea what the fuck I'm doing. I have no idea what I'm stocking. So
I,
I
I
don't. So I
I
go.
guess for me it's easier because like I carried this stuff in the Navy, even though I wasn't combat. No, I still like had to carry the vest, the helmet, the rifle, the pouches. So I still had to go to training, qualify the rifle, medical and all that. So I guess that helped out, even though it wasn't that much. At least it
Mhm,
was something to start with.
mhm. Yeah, it's a
But yeah,
very
man, like,
the.
look out in Pennsylvania. I'm pretty sure like they gotta have something out there.
So as far as like the main like quote unquote school, not quote unquote school here is probably Rockwell Tactical. Um, that's like further west. I'm in Philly, so I'm in the southeastern portion. They're more towards, I believe, like Harrisburg, or maybe a little further. So like western PA. But there are some other, I guess, instructors as well. But I haven't done my part. So
Hmm.
yeah. But as far as new stuff, again, as I said, I'm a member of an outdoor range. That is fucking awesome. That's
Yeah.
old to you. That's old news to you, but that is new to me.
I mean,
Uh,
outdoors the way to go.
it's awesome. It's amazing. Um, what else? Um, it hasn't been too much gun news. I mean, other than the
Uh,
gig.
I was gonna go over my updating my rifle
Yeah,
or
do it.
firearm.
By all means. Go.
All right, since we're talking about new, all right, I got a sling. That's whatever Amazon. Daniel Defense magazines, $20. They hold 32 rounds. I am a huge fan of these magazines. I have two, and I'm gonna get them a lot more. Last time I was on here, I had a 10.5 inch quad rail AR pistol, and I had said that one was 26 inches, but I guess the way they were supposed to be measured, it was under 26. So I got rid of that. I got me an 11.5 inch key mod upper, complete upper, so I can mount my vert grip legally. So, shut up. Got me a Surefire dual port muzzle brake. This thing, I swear to God, is a beast, yo. When I let this thing off in the range, people come up, stop what they're doing, they come over to see what I'm up to. It does exactly what it's supposed to do. It keeps me on target, it keeps me flat shooting. But indoors, like I sometimes I can't even see my target for like a split second as I shoot. So Surefire warning, blast diffuser takes that blast from going off through the sides, disturbing my partners or anyone else around me, or creating that big flash off through the sides that obscures my target. It channels all that blast forward, and it's a Surefire product, so goes on your muzzle device like that with the collar, and all your blast is coming out forward and not off to the sides. Adds a little weight, like you can really feel the difference. Like this thing adds some weight to the front of your muzzle, but doing for classes or indoors, you really want to have this on because I was at the range today for like about a couple hours or so, and shooting it without this can is really kind of annoying. Yeah, and that's my update. Oh yeah, and the plate
Awesome.
carrier you guys saw.
My
Bro,
shit's
I
only
went.
EDC. Like I feel that's only stuff. Only new stuff is again, as you know, EDC.
Yeah, I'm not gonna lie. When I went to the Army Navy store to buy all this shit, like the guy was like $237. I was like, oh. But it was cool anyway. And this is the medical kit I have on my vest. You know, it's almost like the same setup. Decomp needle. I got my pin light. They had pin lights for like $1 something. Got some shears, elastic tape. I got the last little bit of Halo chest seals. I got me a cat T tourniquet. Thumbs up for cat T tourniquet is the only one I really like. Even though I got a SWAT T, but cat T all the way. More dots and bandages and shit. And that's about it for the vest. Again, on my rip away, so I can reach with either hand, tie it down like that.
It's beautiful,
And
man.
that's why you need to get a plate carrier Because
I'm
like
working on it.
a
I'm
chest
working
rig
on
can
it.
do all that, but not protect you like a plate carrier.
But if it comes to between an upper and a plate carrier, the upper may win. Just so you know.
I'd go with a plate carrier over the upper. Like what you got will suffice, and the plate carrier will save your life. The
Yep.
upper, you already got uppers. You do
No,
the job.
well, this
Oh,
is the only reason, and this is why. So I told you, I keep saying, because I'm the designation of armed security within Pennsylvania, I will always have access to body armor. So when it comes to like stuff that is potentially being banned, I am, short of, Leosa eventually, I'm not, it makes me nervous. It makes me
Well,
really
I don't know
nervous.
how it is in Pennsylvania with body armor, but down here, it's pretty.
Pennsylvania, I'm saying Pennsylvania, so because I'm next to New Jersey, because I'm near New York, there's
Yeah,
always the
you're one of the city
possibility.
states, you know.
You know what I'm saying? There's always the possibility of, people move. And because of that, as far as like people being, um, as far as their attitudes towards firearms, as you know, things can change. And, it's not on my radar. Rifles are on my radar. You know what I'm saying?
Mhm.
So that concerned me. There's already legislation in Pennsylvania, like you've already seen it in your state, for fuck's sake, when it comes to bump stocks and stuff. So like
Yeah, that's
it's dumb. So at any moment, but body armor, I know I'm exempt. That doesn't make it right, but I know I'm exempt. So when it comes to stuff that I'm not exempt, but I need to do my part. I need to have medical. That is something that I need to do. I need to have a plate carrier, body armor, different levels of body armor, concealable stuff versus, of course, plate carrier, which is, uh, a different type of situation. Um, so I'm working on it. I promise you, man. I promise, I promise, I promise. But I can't promise you that I won't overthink it.
you really shouldn't, man. Like I say, I live my life by the KISS method. Keep it simple.
uh, so the update is I'm now carrying I guess a closer to full size EDC light. So this is still in testing. I won't give a true review, but so far I like it. I've carried it at work, and I carry it, uh, off, work and stuff. It's a surefire E2T MV Tactician. It's 800 lumens. It's got a what is known as the max vision or max vision beam. It's 800 lumens, so it is quite substantial as far as that. It goes down to 5 lumens. I still carry that in addition to, the P30 with a surefire on there, X300 UB. The other thing is I did update my knife. So this is I'm now carrying an Emerson sheepdog. Why do I carry Emerson's? I think Zero Tolerance is a better made knife, but I carry the Emerson mainly because I guess I just like the G10 on both sides. It's not really a good reason, and it's a
Just
flipper model.
yeah.
It's a
Yeah, you
it's
don't really need a reason because you like it. That's all.
well, no, but I wanted a flipper knife, so the knives that they have with that are Emerson like, they don't have the flipper feature, so it's the only one that has the flipper portion of it. What else did I do? Uh,
Still rocking the old light, baby. It's been almost like a year. Things
yeah,
beat
man.
up. Still runs tough.
I needed to just update this because I use this for changing guitar strings sometimes, to cut strings, and the inner portion had dulled itself out, so I just decided to replace it. Other than that, that is the update to the EDC. So I will I will keep you guys posted on what I think about
I
this.
got these babies right here.
Yeah, I saw that, man.
Some Trijicon HD
HD
XR night sights.
X,
Yeah,
yeah, man.
you can see the little glow. Not too bright.
I shot my
Yeah.
first set last weekend on a the Glock 21. They're very nice, dude. But they weren't the extended range. They were just the normal ones. They're really nice.
I
They're
want to
really
try out
nice.
the eye dots because
The
I'm
member
looking at
lights.
this and I'm thinking about the eye dot. How like if you just light these two things up, you get a lot better field of vision off to the sides.
hmm Let
And
me
like
ask you.
with a close
So
up, I feel like it's a lot faster.
all your guns have been with which guns have? So is this your first sight with or first set of sights with a U notch?
Actually, no, because I have the Canik TP9 that has the Warren Tactical sights.
Okay, so that's a U. So how have you been adjusting to that?
I
Do
love
you
the
like
U sight.
you
I
like
love
U's? Okay, I actually like squares. Believe it or not.
when I got the
No, I'm
Canik and I shot
current.
that Warren Tactical. I was like, I love this sight.
So this gun, my 32, I got used, and it has those True Glow TFO things. I do not particularly care for them. They're tritium, but they're also um, what do you call it? Fiber optic. It's whatever. But generally speaking, I don't. The main thing that I don't like is that you see how long that front sight is.
Yeah.
It cuts down on the sight radius. You know what I'm saying?
I
So
like how mine's like it takes the sight all the way to the rear, as you can see.
yeah.
And then on top of that, they're actually metal, not the fucking. I'm sorry. It's not the crap sights I got from Glock. Whereas the front sight, I swear to God, was cut off at an angle. It's going off like that at an angle, and the rear sight was like cranked off. Like I think the left side was dipped in a little bit later, a little bit, and the right side was raised.
Mm.
So I was like, what kind of like crap job did Glock do when they put this gun out? Like whoever cut these sights is awful. Whoever set these sights is
You're
awful.
talking about so that you have a Gen 5, so they were metal, right?
No, they were
Plastic?
plastic.
They were plastic?
Yeah.
Okay. Shit.
And the other thing, the Glock pinch right here with this
Oh
gun.
yeah, that's right.
Yeah, because
Yeah.
like I'll feel it
Yeah.
like loaded mag, so don't freak out, people. It's like when I'll shoot, I'll get like right in there, like I'll feel
Yeah.
that little pinch. It
Ooh.
doesn't hurt, but it is uncomfortable, and it's just like it's one of those things. Is like, why the hell did Glock even do this?
We should make
Like
sure we tell
get
everybody.
I get them talking about trying to strip it out, but like you
No,
went
it's
the
on the
last
side.
four, yeah, you went the last four generations like from the
No,
sides, which was fine. I don't know why you did this cut.
it's laziness. Bullshit.
Yeah, it's stupid.
Bullshit. Bullshit. Yeah. It's an awkward way to strip a mag. Everybody
Like
knows that you grip on the side of the mag. Like even
I still grip on the side, even though it's got this cut
if you look at this, where are those cuts? Where are the indentations?
right down the side. You know,
Yeah, who the fuck? It doesn't make sense.
it really don't. Like the only thing I do like about the Glock Gen 5 over the any other Glocks, no finger grooves, ambi slide release, and literally that is it. That's the only thing I've seen to me that is different about this Glock than any other Glock. The marksman barrel, I have no idea. Exactly. You know, I'm not shooting a Glock 100 yards.
hmm
Maybe I'm shooting like 10, 7, 5, 3, 15 yards.
Yeah, 25
Yeah,
is my max.
exactly. It does fine. The trigger, I don't know. It feels like a Glock trigger to me. I don't know if it's better. And that's really it. I do like. I'm not gonna lie. I do like how they bevel the front. That is nice.
It's like
It
the
makes it look
26, 27,
yeah,
and
makes it look
33. Yeah.
less blocky, I guess. But besides that, bro, like that's it. Like the grip is cool, but I don't. Whatever. Yeah,
I
that's it,
think
man.
I still haven't. So I mean, I still haven't picked one up as far as going in the gun shop to see specifically a Gen 5. The I mean, I'm happy with the Gen 4. I mean, if that makes, like they said, like if you don't have a Glock currently, yeah, consider getting a Gen 5. If you already have a 3, a 2, a 1, or whatever the case is, then,
Yeah,
try to see if check it out still, but, you don't need to rush out, so to speak.
like I was thinking about getting like eventually like one of those police trade-in. Fuck. Oh my god, I feel 20 pounds lighter.
Dude, that's what I'm gonna say.
But I was thinking about eventually getting me one of those police trade-in Glocks, like Glock 22, Glock 23, 40 cal. You see they're like $250, come with like a couple mags, or like $300, come with 3 mags, something like that. Just leaving a car.
Yeah, I mean,
you lose it, no one cares. Whatever, it's a dirty, beat up gun, but it works.
Yeah, I mean, my first gun was a Glock 27 Gen 4 that I
Glock
purchased.
32, I miss you. 357 Sig. If it was more popular, I would have never sold it. I would have never sold it. 357 Sig is slept on.
It really
it feels like
it's my
I love the kind of power you have with a 357 Sig. It's just like
I love it.
But it's still controllable.
The joke is from Clint Smith from Thunder Ranch. The joke is
1,000 mags.
Well, yeah. Well, he was saying the backup gun. If you're going to carry a backup gun, your backup gun should be more powerful than the first gun. And the joke is 357 Sig is more powerful than 9mm. But the
it's got some power to it, and I love it. I like it better than the 40.
40, yeah, absolutely, dude. You said it right there. 357 Sig.
That's why it's like that perfect caliber. It's just like it gives you more than a 9, but not as much kick as a 40.
It's a Magnum 9 as far as exactly. I would explain.
It feels like a defensive handgun. I love the sound of it, like
it's loud. It is loud.
I love the recoil impulse, but it makes you feel like you got a damn handgun in your hand.
It's really fast. I do so the recoil impulse to me is it has
almost
a little
40.
Yeah,
just a little bit less.
Yeah, it still has a snap, but not as bitey as 40, in my opinion. As far as the the concussion of it, it is noticeable. It is noticeable. Like if you shoot 9mm and you go to 357 Sig,
yeah, you're gonna hear it.
You're going to hear it. Yeah, it particularly has a pressure. You can tell it's a higher pressure round.
Oh man, what? I may just end up sometime because while I'm still in the military,
just get the barrel. You pick up a 23. Pick up, But
I got 9mm. I got 9mm. I don't think I can't go up. I can go down.
No, you can go down. So that's what I'm saying. Pick up a 23 or usually 23s are the most abundant. Get a 23, get a barrel, man, and you'll be able to shoot both. I have 40 sitting around, but I do not. I really have no interest. So for me, it's currently 3 calibers. So 9mm, 357 Sig, and 223 5.56. That's it. Simplified. That's
exactly. I would much rather have a Glock 32 as my everyday carry if I could afford it than a Glock 19. But I would take the Glock 19 to classes and all that shit.
So I will tell you, it is $15.99 a box currently at 357 Sig. It is fucking. But believe it or not, it is not cheap. It is not cheap.
That's the thing is I would have to buy drop the money for I would say
a case is
2 boxes of different ammo. That's 40 rounds, and I carry is what the mags are 13, so that's 26 plus 1, 27 rounds. So that's plenty.
Yeah.
So I would just have to carry that and like maybe once a month buy a box of 100 rounds just to.
For the cheapest right now, I give you a tip. I get nervous about remanufactured stuff, but right now the most abundant 357 sig is the Spear Lawman.
What do you think these are?
Just be careful, man. Just be careful.
Yeah, I was hearing people talk about it, but it's like if it was that dangerous, people wouldn't really sell it. But I get what they're saying though.
No, people. It's so. My thing is this is the reason why I run factory new ammunition, and I'm not really You can be
Normally
a reload.
Normally I do. This is literally the first time I've bought remanufactured. Normally I'll buy Winchester White Box, American Eagle.
Yeah.
Maybe USA Forge if I'm shooting outdoors because that's cheap and it's steel. That's about it. Remington UMC sometimes.
So this is a few reasons why I run factory new ammunition. If there was a kaboom, usually a reputable manufacturer, provided that you provide proof and everything, they should buy you a new gun replacement of what they blew up.
Mm-hmm.
The other reason why I run typically factory firearms is for the same reason. For example, like even though if you build something and it kabooms, you have to have all your receipts prove the value of it, et cetera, et cetera. If I say this is what it was, this is what you damaged and destroyed, hopefully I'm not destroyed as well along with it. You know what I'm saying? They should pay and replace that. You know what I'm saying? So it makes it a lot easier.
I don't mean to rush you, but
no, not at all. What's up?
To wrap up soon.
When do you need to?
5
minutes, 10 minutes.
I got food coming in. Yeah, I got food coming.
Oh yeah, inbound. I won't get in between that.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, generally speaking, we talked about the NRA. Not happy with that. We didn't check the comments. Shit. Fuck. Hold on. Let's switch back. SIG was dumping their 30-round mags a couple of months ago. I got 8 of them. 6 hours making mags?
I wouldn't doubt it.
6 I don't know. 6 hour 30 round. I'm thinking like, are we talking about like maybe the MPX? I didn't know they were building magazines.
They're probably making AR-15 mags because a lot of this stuff is proprietary, especially with the SIG MTX. They're probably making their own mags. I mean, Daniel Defense is doing it, so.
Yeah, they do have their NATO. I wonder who's making them behind 6 hour. Yeah, holy shit. I'm curious to know who is actually making them because I know SIG is not making these. Looking at them, who the fuck is making them? It's probably like D&H, just like everybody. Like BCM doesn't make their mags. It's D&H who really has the contract. Who's making them? And BCM just puts their, on the logo on it. But back to
I
kind of like a flash can. Didn't know Chauffeur did that. Yeah. Eli, what's going on, man? Saving for my optic. Isn't it? What happened? I think something happened in Chicago recent, or some county went ahead. What was it? Some county went ahead and banned "quote unquote" assault rifles.
Yeah,
that was recent. Some shit like that. It's crazy up there, man. Then I don't know if I ever find.
Okay, yeah, they're calling me. Okay, we gotta sign out.
All right, so we'll pick it. What we want to try and do this week. I mean,
yeah, man.
I'm in the last 5 days of this job, and then I start at we'll release that to everybody the week after. I don't even know if I'm allowed to tell anybody because that would make me an unofficial spokesperson for a company that I'm not working at yet. Shit, right?
Yeah. But,
man, go get your food, man.
All right.
All right.
Nice talking to you guys.
Thanks for joining, man. Thank you, everybody, for watching. All right.
Later.